Buongiorno, buon popolo. This week I have been at the General Synod meeting in London. The main item for debate was a take note motion on progress made since the February Synod on the introduction of prayers of love and faith, celebrating same-sex relationships, as well as pastoral guidance on sexual ethics and what has come to be called pastoral reassurance, which means ensuring that no one is forced to use the prayers if they don't want to, but nor can anyone be challenged if they do. In terms of what many of us are hoping for in the church, this is slow progress, but it is progress. And it is possible that standalone services of blessing for same-sex couples might be authorised for use on an experimental basis within the next year. Feels an awkward place to be in a world of far more pressing problems, not least the war in Gaza and Israel, the war in Ukraine, the increased cost of living and lack of housing security for so many people, migration and the continuing consequences of Brexit, and above all, the existential challenge caused by climate change. As I've mentioned before, it is the Kingdom season, the 4 Sundays between the Feast of All Saints and the first Sunday of Advent, a time when we ponder the sovereignty of God, and there can be no more important calling than to be stewards of the very creation which God has bestowed upon us. Our work here at St. Francis as an eco-church is a very important expression of this, and I'm delighted that this weekend we will host the Coat of Hopes, a patchwork pilgrim coat on an ongoing journey across Britain. It's currently on display at Newcastle Cathedral from last Tuesday until Thursday the 30th of November. But we have been able to arrange for it to be here at St. Francis Church for our service this coming Sunday morning. It will then be available for inspection and for people to wear it during parish breakfast and then any time between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. in church. The coat has been created, worn and walked by countless individuals during and after its initial pilgrimage. It is composed of pieces of blanket into which people have woven their grief, memories, prayers and aspirations for the place they call home. Do come along and try it on and share in this expression of hope for our planet. Originally crafted for a pilgrimage that extended from the southern coast of England to the gates of COP26, the UN Climate Summit in Glasgow during the autumn of 2021, the coat's visit to Newcastle coincides with the commencement of COP28 in Dubai, which takes place from the 30th of November until the 12th of December. We will have the opportunity to join in a demonstration in Newcastle on Saturday the 9th of December. I will say some more about this nearer the time. This coming Sunday is also kept as Safeguarding Sunday, an annual opportunity to remind ourselves of the importance of ensuring that children and vulnerable adults are safe in our community. We are fortunate in the work that is done by our parish responsible caring group and Dorothy Frankland, our safeguarding officer, who together ensure that the monitoring, training and awareness building that we need are in place. It is clear that every generation must play its part in caring for vulnerable people, and I take seriously that every leader must pursue God's purpose and priorities for vulnerable people, and we should ensure that every means should be employed to keep vulnerable people safe, but also heard and noticed. Last But by no means least, many of us watched live online as Yvette was inducted as Vicar of St Margaret's, Eltham in Melbourne, Australia, and we continued to pray for her and the community there. It was lovely to be able to join in the songs and worship, and in the paper and electronic bulletins you will find some images. I have also made my video commendation available on our parish YouTube channel, paying tribute to her and offering all our blessings for their future.